Hey guys, this is sycknesS here. I'm going to be bringing you a FPVOD of myself on the ladder versus a Terran on Scrap Station. So here I'm just trying to get all my drones in close mining patches to just pinch out a little bit of extra efficiency in the early game. And I'm sending my Overlord a little bit beyond his ramp here just to see what timing he has on his rags, and I'll end up sending that a little bit beyond the expansion to check the timing for that. And generally on this map, and kind of just in general against Terrans, a good general build to do is Ling Bling Muta. It's pretty much the bread and butter nowadays of the ZVT matchup. And with my second Overlord Scout, I'm just going to be looking for his SCV. I'm going to try to make sure he doesn't get any bunkers down with it. Just want to keep tabs on his SCV. And from here, I'm going to be doing well, there goes the SCV Scout out. There's the racks. And I'm going to be opening 15 hatch, 14 pool, which is pretty much what I do every game against Terran. I don't really like the one base play. It's doable, but I kind of try to get into more of a macro game versus Terrans. So there goes my hatch first. And his SCV should be coming here pretty soon, so I'm just looking for that. And there it is. I just want to keep tabs on that through the mini-map if I can, and try to keep my Overlord close to it as much as I can, make sure he doesn't get any bunkers down. I guess he's just trying to do a little damage to my hatchery, but no worries there really. And going for the get 17 gas and then 16 OV. Or 17 OB, 16 gas, either way is pretty good. And just kind of waiting now. Gotta see what he's gonna be coming with. I gotta keep my eyes open for the 2 racks rush. But I'm just trying to stay secure, so I just wanna keep my drone count up and hit all my larva timings and get my 2 queens up as fast as I can. So now he will be coming in pretty soon with any kind of early pressure if he chooses to do so. I'm trying to deny that scout, and I see a couple Marines, so now I just have to gauge how hard he's coming with these Marines. So I want to keep my Lings in close range, just get a scout, but not lose any of them. And I'm going to want to start hitting all my injects now. And so here he comes. He's got 3 Marines and an SCV. So I know I can deal with that with 6 Lings. Just taking out his push here before he gets too big of a Marine ball. The more Marines, if he builds up a big ball of Marines, it's going to be hard for me to deal with. So now I've built perhaps a little bit too many Lings, so I'm going to want to put the pressure on, try to take map control if I can. And so I'm just going to chase him down. And now he has a Hellion out, so that's going to be kind of issues. So I have a decision here. Do I go in with Silver Lanes and try to take out as much as I can, which is what I'm going to do? Or do I fall back and try to save my Ling count? But I decided to go in. I killed 3 of his Marines, almost got that Hellion, but he micros away from it, so kind of debatable if that was worth it or not. But I'm going for a little bit of an early layer, so I can get my meters out pretty quick, because that early muta pressure on this map can be pretty nice. And I'm going to want to just start spreading my creep, and I'm just waiting for those Hellions to come. I don't know if he's going to be coming in with, a reactor Hellion sort of thing, where he's putting a lot of pressure on with that. But I want to be ready for that, so that's why I'm dropping my Roach Warren. And got my Baneling nest up after my lair, because, he wasn't going to go too hardcore with any Marine early pressure, but I do want that Baneling nest up, because I'm not too sure what he's going to be doing. So I can see these 2 Hellions are coming to my base now. So I need to build some Lings to defend against that. But I should be fine. You know, it's just 2 Hellions. I don't see any more coming. Got my Overlord position to the point where I could see more Hellions coming. So I'm just going to want to try to deal with this with minimal casualties from my drones. So I don't think he's killed any yet, and I got a nice little surround here. So overall, those 2 Hellions didn't do much. And now my layer's up. So I'm going to drop my Spire and try to take map control of my Zerglings here. I just want to be able to scout for as much as I can. And now I can see the exact timing on his expansion. So I know he's just starting to mine from his second now. So now I still have a little bit of an eco lead. But I want to just try to build on that and be safe. So I just want to get my gas going. I'll start pumping mules pretty soon here. Once my Spire gets up. And now I'm dropping a macro hatch. Because if you're going Ling Bling Muta, you're going to need 3 hatches onto base. Or else you're just going to have way too much minerals. The key thing here is my gas income. I'm going to be using a lot of gas on the Mutas and the Banelings. I'm just trying to scout to see what kind of infrastructure he's got. He was all over that little guy. Just gets 1 hit by the SCV, but I'm going to still get a full scout. I see these 3 Raxes and a factory. And there's the NG Bay that he just finished. So I'm going to have my Mutas up at about the same time that he's going to have his turrets going. So that's fine. I'll still be able to get a little bit of a scout and maybe do some harass with them. And I decided to take my gold here because at this point I have good map control. I mean, I at least have vision. I know he's not pushing out. He doesn't have middle control. So as long as he doesn't have control of the middle, it's either one, like the gold or the third base that I would normally take otherwise. They're both pretty much the same distance away from his front, so I feel like I might as well take the gold here because, you know, I have all my units who can be really fast, so I'll be able to spread them across the map as I please. And I send that Ling in. I don't see exactly what his army is. I'm a little late on that, but that's fine. I know what his infrastructure is. I know he's going to be having mostly Marines and probably some tanks too. And then maybe some medevacs a little bit later, but there goes my gold. I just got to keep my spread creep going pretty well though, because I'm going to need that to defend my gold and to take my 4th. So I'm just poking in with my Mutas. I see he's got some Marines down there, so I'm going to need to send a little group of Lings down there to handle that. And I'm just poking in with my Mutas to see what I can do. And I see that tank and there's no Marines around it, so I instantly think, okay, if I get a free tank, that's really big. I always want to try to whittle down the tank number. It's always a good thing. So I deal with those 3 Marines that poke down here. I just want to keep control of the 2 Xel'Nagas too. Keep that creep strike going. And I just want to build up a pack of meters right now if I can. And there I go, taking my 4th. Got a little bit of extra money. I'm mainering some guys down to the gold. I had a little oversaturation on my hand. I want to start getting some Banelings now too, just to be a little safe. Spent a lot of my early gas on these meters, and now if he pushes out, I should be ready with some Banelings. And here, I overextend a little too much. I don't even get the tank, and he kills a couple of my mutas, so that was a little greedy there. But now I'm looking pretty good right now because my 4th base is going up. I'm starting to saturate that gold, and I'm trying to keep him on his back feet with these mutas. I want to try to keep him in his base as long as I can, and just take as much of the map as I can. I'm just going to be trying to poke around with my mutas. If he does move out, I can, you know, backstab his reinforcement line and just try to pick off as many units as I can. But I need a solid base of some Banelings just in case he does go for an all-in push. And it looks like he's trying to secure his 3rd right now, you know, poke around. And I see that. And I see only that pack of Marines right there. I don't see any tanks for that, so I'm thinking, okay, if he's going to keep engaging me, just kill all those Marines. And now I see those tanks, so I have to move back quickly. my whole army would just get slaughtered right there. Could have just pushed my base and just won. So I gotta be careful when to engage. I gotta see when his tanks are out of position, or if I can pull some Marines out of position. That's when I can try to crush his army. But if I do it right now, I would just be suicidal. Those tanks just one shot. Oh my god. I'm just trying to pick off as much as I can. You get another tank here, which is nice. Anytime you can get a tank with a mutant, it's a really good thing to do. I realize I need more gas, so should have probably had that gas a little bit earlier. Because this, yeah, like I said, this build is really gas intensive. But now I'm just trying to wait, you know? I have an econ advantage here. And I just need to wait until I can get a really good engage on him. Wait until he either unsieges those tanks, or I'm going to try to start pulling some Marines back and kill some of these reinforcements. So he's coming in. I don't want to engage that quite yet. I want to try to keep the zone longer if I can, but yeah, I'm going to just whittle down some of the Terran army. So I see a pretty big group of Marines here pulling back for these mutas. I'm kind of just baiting it. I want his guys to just get as far away from his army as I can, and then just hit him in the front. I'm not going to have many units here. So he's distracted with those Marines in the back. He's a little slow to react with his Marines, and I was able to just crush those tanks and that small pack of Marines. And if you can really separate the Terran group and then push him with pretty much your whole army, it's going to be a really good engagement. I was going to try to come here with those Marines. You have to burn a couple stims on them. But again, if he's not fighting with his whole army, it's going to be a really good engagement. Yeah, so he's kind of, now he's really on his back foot. He's got to play super defensive. I want to pick off as much as I can before he gets a big enough ball of Marines to really mess with my meter pack. So I'm able to just kill all these dropships, kill these tanks here. He had a bunch of tanks, maybe he had a couple of them blocked in his base, I'm not too sure. But, you know, this is looking like my game, and there it is. So I kind of wanted to just show you how to use the meter controller there and try to, you know, separate the Terran army and look for a good engage. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.